Tantor Audio presents Combat Ready Kitchen: How the U.S. Military Shapes the Way You Eat by Anastacia Marx de Salcedo. Narrated by C.S.E. Cooney. Se hace camino al andar. Antonio Machado. For about 3 days when we were in Kuwait in 2003 and U.S. forces were advancing into Iraq, the sirens would go off, and we'd have to put on our gas masks and our mop gear and get into our bunker. Saddam was sending what we thought were Scuds with chemical weapons at us, but actually turned out to be smaller missiles. We'd have to wait for the all clear, which would sometimes take a long time. We really shouldn't have been eating in the bunker, but sometimes we'd get hungry, so we'd eat an MRE. Usually only one person had one, so we were sharing between everyone. There were probably 10 of us in there. It's a concrete bunker where you can't stand up. You can't really sit down. You're sitting on a sandbag and you're leaning forward because your head's hitting the ceiling. Everyone's wearing flak jackets, environmental suits, and a gas mask and helmet. So we'd pass around an MRE, take off the gas mask for 10 seconds, and grab a bite of, like, Salisbury steak, and then we'd put our gas masks back on and pass it over to the next guy. I remember when the guy pulled out the MRE. Everyone sitting in there is so hungry, we haven't eaten in hours, and so when he offered to share, we were all really happy. It was kind of like a bonding moment. We knew that we didn't have any control over what was going to happen, and we were all breaking the rules by taking our gas masks off and eating when we shouldn't be. It brought us all to the same place. We were all stuck there. It didn't matter whether you were a private or a master sergeant, you were stuck there, in that bunker. DJ, Corporal, United States Marine Corps, Al-Jabar, Kuwait, and Al-Assad, Iraq, 2003 to 2006. Chapter 1. Unpacking Your Child's Lunchbox. Dirty, hungry, uncomfortable, and scared. Most of us can't imagine what it's like to eat under the circumstances that DJ and his squad did. The experiences of war, if an American constant during the 20th and 21st centuries, seem remote to the average person. And we certainly don't imagine that the entree the soldiers shared, a several-years-old beef patty with brown sauce in a laminated plastic and foil pouch, has anything to do with the food that fills our refrigerators, cupboards, and shelves. But it does. I've always been a passionate home cook, one who read recipe books in bed like novels, preferred browsing at an ethnic grocer's or a farmer's market to shoe shopping, and reliably created magical dinners where people lingered long into the night, talking, drinking, and nibbling until there were no leftovers. Although my own mother was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?